Hi everybody, let's do Cleanse with Jody. So I want to break this down for you in a meaningful way that talks about science of product as well as use. So we're going to talk about two of my favorite cleansers because I do dual cleanse, and we're going to talk about that as well. So this is the cleansing powder that Norwex has in the Norwex skin lineup, which is just absolutely amazing. So let's talk about a couple things that make it great. Number one, it comes in a container that's refillable. So when you're ready to refill, you're going to grab yourself a funnel, you're going to buy a sachet, which is less expensive, and you are going to refill your cleansing powder. This lasts a really long time. This has a flip top lid, which is also super great for keeping that powder intact, and it's a tight fit so that you're not having to worry about it sliding all over if you travel. Now, when we're talking about cleansing powder, it does not have water as its first ingredient, which is so excellent for you because you are getting meaningful product and you determine how you're going to mix that product. Now, for me, I always tell people to mix it more silky than milky or opaque when you're first starting out. And the reason that I do that is because I want you to know it's customizable to you. Now, I do a dual cleanse, which for me, that has been a game changer for my skin. It has increased the glow of my skin, and it has increased the look of even tone across my skin by doing that. Now, in order to do that, I use a tool before I use the cleansing powder, and that is fiber. So I love these dual-sided mitts. These are fantastic. This has got a really soft plush side. The other side I like to use if I wear eyeliner. It's more of a suede side, but these come in a pack of 5 and they are absolutely incredible. They're my besties. And then because this soft side was so gorgeous, we decided we were going to make a blanket size basically for your face of that cleansing cloth. And so today I'm going to use that, and I'm going to show you how I do cleansing. So I've got some lukewarm water in front of me, never hot, right? And because in general, even though as women we love a hot shower, our skin does not love hot. So this is nice and wet now, and I always start with eye. So I gently come down across my eye, and then this is important. I blink across my eye. I do not tug, okay? As you can see, that's taking off the mascara. Now, if you wear a tubing mascara or if you wear a waterproof mascara, you can lay those fibers on your eye and let them get a hold of that mascara and then simply roll, okay? And so as you can see, it works really effectively. As you can see, I do that whole blink and kind of lightly glide. Okay, now once we have off all of that eye makeup, and there we go, I'm going to go and I'm going to do sweeping upward motions. So up across. And I usually go back and forth on my face for this, sweeping up, sweeping up. And if you will get a little pink because the fiber is cleansing the skin, but at the same time, it's moving cell, blood, and lymph. So you are going to get a little pink. That pink will completely disappear. And then you're going to have your face in the cloth. So you're going to press, agitate, rinse that out, wring it out good, hang it up to dry. I usually use one every 3 to 5 days, and then I'll pull another one out, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do, and this is what totally took my skin up a notch, is the powder cleanser. So we've got things in here like a Nordic complex that is antioxidant. It is super good at stabilizing the skin, and it's got the benefits of vitamin C, so texture, tone, vibrance, all of that. It also has sodium hyaluronate in it, so we're talking about increased hydration, and at the same time kaolin clay, so we have that mineral detoxification of the skin. It also then is a balancer. We also have prebiotic in here, super good for maintaining that skin microbiome. And then cowel powder and ficus indica extract, sorry, I ran that together, both of which exfoliate. So those are exfoliators for the skin. So when we open this, we are going to have, you can do it several different ways, but I'm going to show you the mix that I don't recommend to start, and then I'm going to show you the mix that I do recommend. So this is a little milky. Do you see that? I don't recommend that when you are first starting with this product, because we want to make sure that when you first start with it, you're finding out how little you need in order to create the perfect balance on your skin. So let's not start heavy-handed. Let's start lighter-handed. So let me show you what I mean by that. Do you see how when I add more water, it gets silkier? So it's lighter and it's almost like silk. That's what we start with, and then we simply move it onto the face. Now, this is what I always tell people. You want to make sure that when you're moving this onto the face, that you're not doing this, right? That you're not doing that old school cleanse. And the reason you kind of want to use your fingertips and rub this around lightly is because you want to let the product take the action. Okay, so we're going to get down here. We're going to get the neck. I do around to the back of my neck with every product as well. And you want to get down into your décolleté as well. Now you're going to notice that this product is going to disappear on the face. This product is not a soap. This product works with exfoliators and cleansers that do that job for you instead of a soap. All right. So as we're moving this around, you're going to find that some of you may find a little tingle, some of you may not. And then you are simply going to take that cloth that you took the bulk of your makeup off with, and you are going to remove that powder. Again, we're going in upward sweeping motions. Why? Because everything on the face, skin, décolleté needs to go up. All right? So we're going to go up. And as we remove, we're going to keep going up. Now, I'm not going to do a whole lot more removal because I'm going to show you a little tip, trick, hint. Now, what you may not notice about me now is that I used to have horrendous rosacea. Very bad. It would go from my temple area clear down to my nose area, in this area of my nose, across my nose, in this area, and up again to my temple. What I found is that this is the mix that I do with the cleansing powder, is that I take the cleansing powder, I mix it just like I did before. So I'm going to show you this. So I mix it just like I did before. I really make sure that I get that silky, not milky, okay? Not thick, not opaque. And then I put 2 drops of our illuminating oil into the palm of my hand. So 1, 2, and then I mix. And it creates this oily cleanse, okay? And then I go on again, not heavy-handed. I usually use 3 fingers. It's not heavy-handed at all. And I go around and I cleanse. Okay? We're going to go down. Make sure you get the neck. Make sure you get the back of the neck. Then what I do is that I gently rinse. Now, what I want you to know is that since doing this just for me, my rosacea, as you can see, is not a problem. So this has been highly beneficial for my rosacea. And again, you're doing sweeping up and gentle. There's no need to be rough with our skin. Our skin is goes through a lot every day. And I want to tell you that the skin on our hands is actually thinner than the skin on our face. So everything that I do to my face, I also do to the backs of my hands. Now, when I first started with Norwex years ago, my hands were the most aged part of my body. And since I have been doing this with my hands, they are coming back to life. So again, everything I do to my skin, I try to do to my neck, the back of my neck, and I always do upward. And then I also get the backs of my hands. All right. So this is EWG verified, USDA verified, and very environmentally clean, very beneficial, compostable product that is going to meet your needs, and it's going to be customizable to you. So when we're talking about cleansing, we just need to figure out what the lowest amount of the cleanser we need is to give us the most perfect skin that we can hope for, and then we're going to move on to next steps.